Hi, my name's Nina, and you may know me from being a guest on the Homeschool Project Podcast. And I have been homeschooling for a couple months now, since September, so it hasn't been very long. I have a 7-year old, a 5-year old, and a 3-year old, and I live in the great state of Mississippi. I have some questions here that I'm going to answer. So, the first one is, if I were dropped off in the Alaskan forest for 1 year, what three books would I bring with me and why? I would say my Bible, because I've always wanted to read the Bible from finish to end, and I feel that I would probably have the time to do that in the forest. My journal, so I can write about any experiences that I may have and any insight that I may get along the way, and also write about my experiences. And my sketchbook, because I would like to draw and sketch out things that I see and anything that just kind of inspires me, which probably aren't exactly books, but those are books to me. What three personal items would I bring? My cell phone, I know, big no no. Um, my colored pencils and a book bag, which I couldn't really think of any other personal items. If I could only watch one movie for the rest of my life, what would it be? I don't really have a movie, but I do have a TV show, which would be Friends, so I could watch that forever. But if it had to be a movie, I would go with The Proposal with Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds. If you had no restrictions, what form of schooling would you follow? Road schooling, boat schooling, world schooling, or any other, and why? I have never heard of any of these schoolings. But if I had to go with one, I would probably choose road schooling because I think it would be amazing to travel our United States, do a whole road trip, and just learning the different cultures from and climates and the history of every single state that I came across. It would not just be a learning experience for myself. Obviously, the kids would be learning something new, and it could be really great. If you had a free plane ticket to anywhere in the world, where would you go? Um, say Australia. I never been, want to go. I would originally have said someplace in Europe, but because I've already been to Italy and Spain, this would be something new. Granted, I would go back to Europe in a heartbeat. I loved it. What is the best thing about homeschooling? I would say the one-on-one time that I've been getting with my kids, especially, and even if it's just in those first morning hours that we're doing school, I'm getting more time with them than I would at any other time. If running to and from school and whatever's going on with life, I'm actually getting time with them. What is the worst thing about homeschooling? The lack of time for myself and not enough hours in the day. I know we harp on having to need and find time for ourselves to, be able to fuel ourselves as, the mothers and the people that homeschool, but I find it really hard to find that time for myself, and so that's something I need to continue working towards as I our journey of homeschooling continues. What is a piece of wisdom that I can share with all others within this community? Less is more. That is definitely my number one piece of wisdom that I have gained from the start back in September, trying to compete with all those people that I saw on social media and seeing all these completely fun and different unit studies and just trying to incorporate everything. And it was just, I was blowing my mind away with everything that I was trying to put with my kids. And I felt like they weren't learning anything. I felt I was going above and beyond and not getting anywhere. And I'm finding that just making it simpler and easier for myself will end up being more for the kids because they can engross more into those topics. And that was the last question. So, if you want to read more about me, I am a blogger on the Homeschool Project Podcast website. Grab a seat. You'll find me under Nina's Kitchen. I share recipes. I will sometimes just blog about whatever's going on in my life in the process. And if you also want to try to follow me, I am on Instagram under Castile 2013 and just request to follow me and I will let you on. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed that. I sure enjoyed this. So see ya. Bye.